Hello there. Never argue, says world's oldest person, 115. For Ethel Caterham, the secret to a long life is not to argue. Caterham, who is 115, became the world's oldest living person after sister Ina Canavaro, a Brazilian nun and teacher, died on April 30th at the age of 116. He never arguing with anyone. I listen and I do what I like, she said from her nursing home in Surrey, southwest of London, on the secret to her long life. She was born on August 21st, 1909. She's in the village of Shipton, Bellinger, in the south of England, 5 years before the start of World War I. She was the second youngest to 8 children. In 1927, at the age of 18, Caterham went to India working as a nanny for a British family, where she stayed for 3 years before returning to England. She met her husband Norman, who was a major in the British Army, at a dinner party in 1931, and they then lived in Hong Kong and Gibraltar. They had 2 daughters from whom they raised in the UK. Norman died in 1979. Hallmark Lakeview luxury care home in Camberley, where Caterham is a resident, posted pictures of her cutting a cake and wearing a 115 tiara on a Facebook post on May 1st. Here you go, my baby. Isha. Yes, it's my black one. Yeah. Huge congratulations to Lakeview resident Ethel on becoming the oldest person in the world, said the post. Your strength, spirit, and wisdom are an inspiration to us all. Here's to celebrating your remarkable journey. The title of the oldest person never is held by French woman Janie Calment, who lived to 122 years, 164 days, according to Guinness World Records. Wow, 122. Questions. Where was Ethel Caterham born? How long did Caterham live in India? Who was the oldest person to ever live, according to Guinness World Record? Discussion. What are your thoughts on Ethel Caterham becoming the world's oldest person? Congratulations. What do you make of Caterham's advice to never argue with anyone? I think it's a good advice. Just having a stress on your heart, like mental health, is very important. Do you know anyone who has lived to be over 100? Not yet. Who are the most inspiring elderly people you know? I guess my parents are. Yeah, healthy, smart, wise. Yeah. What do you think is the secret to a long and healthy life? Good food means not the luxury food, and healthy food with no stress. Yeah, and some alcohol. Further discussion. How would you like to spend your time once you retire? Dancing, flowers, nice food, relaxing. What life advice would you give to your younger self? Don't eat for poisons. If you could relive one period of your life, which would it be? Relive か。High school ですかね。Yeah. Actually, any time of my life is kind of nice. So, I'm happy now. I don't have to relive. Who would you say are some of the wisest people you've met? Yeah, my seniors in the company, my seniors in the dancing, and many people. We are always the same age inside. True. Gertrude Stein. What are your thoughts on this quote? Yeah. Always the same age inside. That's what you are.